If you didn't hear yet, Busch Gardens Tampa just announced an insane new coaster. New for 2023 will be a brand new B&M Giga coaster in Kumba's plot of land. This announcement was an absolute shocker, and I definitely didn't see this coming. Kumba is one of the most beloved coasters in the park, and there were rumors the park was going to remove it, but the park came out and said the roar isn't going anywhere. Most people thought that meant Kumba was going to stay at the park. But now it's clear the park meant they plan on replacing it with another B&M that has a roar. I am not so shocked the park decided to remove Kumba, however I didn't think they'd open a B&M Giga as a replacement. You see, not only is a B&M Giga one of the most expensive coasters the park can possibly get, it's also a ride over 300 feet. Busch Gardens Tampa has a height limit and they need special approval every time they build anything over 200 feet. Iron Quasi and Falcon's Ferry both needed special permission, and I'm really surprised they managed to pull off getting a B&M Giga approved. Not much is known about the new B&M Giga coming to Busch Gardens for 2023, and so far all they've said was that the coaster will be the tallest Giga coaster, standing at 355 feet tall, and will feature just over 7,000 feet of track. This coaster is going to be insane, and if the elements are done right, it's going to be way better than Fury. Iron Quasi is already many people's #1 coaster of all time, and for Busch Gardens to be building another coaster this big so soon is insane. This would give Busch Gardens a lineup like no other park in the country. A top tier RMC and the tallest coaster with the lift hill would be a 1-2 punch like no other. They also have an Intamin Blitz, the best B&M invert in the country, a B&M dive coaster, and a lot more. This is really insane. Busch Gardens Tampa's Giga coaster also tells us a lot about the SeaWorld chain financially post-2020. If they are willing to build something this big and this expensive so fast, that's a great sign and could point to a bunch more insane coasters coming to some of their other parks in the future. SeaWorld so far announced new 2023 coasters for both of their Florida parks, with Busch Gardens B&M Giga and SeaWorld Orlando's B&M Surf. It also seems like Busch Gardens Williamsburg will be getting some sort of family indoor launch coaster, but nothing was confirmed there yet. 2023 will definitely be another amazing year for the SeaWorld chain. Then there's another point I wanted to bring up. With Busch Gardens Tampa opening a 355-foot tall B&M Giga for 2023, how will that affect the rumored Knott's Berry Farm Giga? The Knott's Giga was supposed to be 325 feet tall to tie their record of Fury and feature a 349-foot drop. With Busch Gardens Tampa's Giga coaster being taller than that, will Cedar redraw the plans for the Knott's Giga for 2024 and make it a few feet taller with a drop that is larger than BGT's? Or maybe Cedar will just continue along with the Knott's Giga's plan and have it open like Orion, where it's just a B&M Giga and doesn't really break any records. This new Giga coaster at BGT definitely points to a B&M Giga coming to the other Busch Gardens in the coming years, in my opinion, and if they make it taller, that would be awesome. The B&M Giga coaster is already getting closer to 400 feet, and just thinking about that is insane. Busch Gardens Tampa getting a B&M Giga coaster for 2023 will likely mean they won't get anything new in 2024, but with the SeaWorld chain going crazy on investments, we could potentially see another crazy coaster coming as early as 2025. Busch Gardens Tampa is really putting up a fight to become the next Cedar Point, and with the fact that the landscaping and theming in this park is better than Cedar Point and your average American park, Busch Gardens Tampa could easily be on track to become the best in the world. That's not even including the park's amazing animals scattered throughout the park. Busch Gardens Tampa is an amazing park with 10 new roller coasters, and though this entire video is a late April Fool's joke, I will be coming out with a video discussing my thoughts on Kumba's future and Busch Gardens Tampa's next coaster. And trust me, it's gonna be insane. Possibly even as crazy as the things I said in this video. I released my April Fool's video late with the hopes of fooling even more people, so let me know in the comments if I got you.